All clear. WarGames is over. I'm Chris Wolvie, the wrestling blogger who always tells it like it is. 3 for 5 this time. Got both WarGames matches at least. Told you, with those with the advantage usually lose. So the fallout has dropped, the radiation levels are okay, the war pigs have scrambled back into their pens, and the slow lead to Royal Rumble begins. So as I usually do, post-major PLE, time to rant. Here we go! Alright, I admit it. Survivor Series WarGames was better than I thought, okay? A lot of drama in the Brutes versus Bloodline match that finally led to the end of the Jay-Sammy feud, for now at least. The women's match, number of slips and drops. The women were more bold than the men though, with 3 of them dropping off the top of the cage. Still think they should have had at least one Survivor elimination match with the Judgment Day and the OC, but that was pushed to Raw to a point. And according to reports, more people watched this Survivor Series than any of the 35 beforehand. The public has spoken. This was a good PLE. Okay, this Iron Survivor thingy has a more confusing rule set than some of the stuff Impact cooked up when it was trying to compete head-to-head with WWE. So, it's Elimination Chamber without a cage. There's a point system, and a penalty box, and an absolute set time limit, which I'm sure will be lengthened. This is giving me flashbacks to championship scrambles that happened in the mid-20aughts. And that is not a pleasant flashback to have, I can tell you. It's no wonder there were only a handful of them back then. Although, the Hall of Famers acting like the College Football Playoff Committee and helping Shawn Michaels pick the combatants was pretty cool. Looks like one title unification is finally on the horizon. Chances are that this week or very soon afterwards, the Usos will receive new belts and be crowned the truly undisputed WWE Tag Team Champions. The belts have been commissioned for them, and should they survive the title match against the undeserved Matt Riddle and Elias, they won't have to haul 2 belts around for long, which I'm sure will be better on their backs and shoulders. When the design with the 2 Spartan heads on each belt was introed the last time 2 tag titles were united, I thought it was pretty cool. Still do, really, but maybe it is time to change it up. The man is back in town, so don't you mess her around. Becky Lynch had a good return to action at the WarGames match, even getting the pin for the victory for Team Belair. And now that that's over with, she can go on decimating Damage Control by herself. And that's a good thing, since that means Bayley is no longer going after Belair's title, just as I hoped. It's a little hard to believe Lynch and Bayley were once women's tag champs. But the bitch I said had returned at SummerSlam in 2021 is back to being the man and the Irish lass kicker. So Bayley and Kai and Sky, it'll be a sensational sight indeed when Lynch lowers the boom. You just knew an American was going to win that SmackDown World Cup on Fox, right? Just as you knew the Americans wouldn't get past Netherlands yesterday. Now, Ricochet does need more of a push these days, but making him the target of both Imperium and Legado de Fantasma? Ooh, no bueno, senor. I mean, sure, Braun Strowman could be there to help him out. I mean, Strowman is one of the few men to who a 6-against-1 fight would be close to fair? Maybe 8v Strowman would be more fair? But Ricochet is very close to being run out of the WWE with bruises, whether Braun is there for him or not. Finally, we seem to be running out of victim opponents for Braun Breaker's NXT Championship. I mean, if Von Wagner couldn't beat him while nearly using Mr. Stone as a sacrificial lamb, who's there left? I know Apollo Crews will face him on Saturday, but something tells me something will happen to wreck that fight. And you know I love it when two rhinos clash in the ring, but I don't know, maybe the Iron Survivor winner will interfere in one way or another to get his pick of champs to challenge. Either way, I don't envy the guy who comes in next in line. Breaker seems unstoppable. And if Cruz is the immovable object to Breaker's unstoppable force, why would the next guy even think he has a sphere of semi-frozen waters chance in Hades? Alright, next week is deadline picks. See if I can end this year with a bang. I'm Chris Wolvie, the wrestling vlog who always tells it like it is. Stay safe, pray for peace, and I'll see you